I'd like to share a dream I had several years ago. I saw a very bright light that it won't allow you to look at it because you know you will be consumed. I felt the love of God in that light. And to describe the love of God is, how can I say, if we can give a number of the love we have for our children or our parents, let's say we love them in the rate of 10. The love of God, I was able to measure comparing to that number 10. The love of God is around 1 million times that kind of difference, that experience. And it was an awesome experience, that emotion I've had in God's presence, and at the same time happy because I know that His love is really, only Him can execute that love, and I felt secured. And at that moment, I felt that love was better than this life itself. And I'd like to relate that love since I started going to our church and received so many prophecies. I know that God loves me. That's why He talks in such a way that melts our hearts. So many times He told me He's going to protect my business, make it grow. He said it in so many ways. And He says it without withholding blessings. He always gives abundantly, and He does not withhold. And very recently, through Sister Maria Luisa's prophecy, she mentioned that God really makes a difference to His children, especially in times of this crisis, this corona crisis. And I can see the hand of God in my business, how He protects it. I was able to get a big project. I'm under the construction industry, and it's very hard to get a project nowadays because of what's happening. But despite all of that, God is blessing me. God is in fact making my business grow, making it more stable. And I say this with my all sincerity, that all the glory belongs to God, because He is love, He is powerful, He is majestic, He is perfect.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. May the Lord bless you. I will testify how the Lord provided me during this time of pandemic. I remember the Lord told me in prophecy that He will guide me through dreams and to show me what to come. And He told me that He will manifest Himself to me. Around February, the Lord gave me a dream. In that dream, Sister Maria Luisa came and asked me, "Are you Diana?" And before I answered, "Yes, sister," she handed me a face mask and then she left. I wore the face mask and it was so soft on my face. It's different from the usual face mask we buy. The lockdown began in our place, and so the authorities ordered the people to wear a face mask whenever they went out of their house to buy food or essentials. One of our neighbors asked us if we could make face mask for her family. And I remember the dream. I began to search on YouTube how to make a face mask. And so I made for my neighbor, and also other neighbor asked us if they could buy also. I began to like doing it, and I made a lot. While I was making it, there was a restraint or a doubt in my heart that not to continue making, because who will buy because of the lockdown? People just stay in their house. It came to my mind the story of Abraham when the Lord told him to get out of his country to the land the Lord will show him. And Abraham did obey the Lord even though he didn't know where to go. I told the Lord that at that time I want to be like Abraham, obedient to the Lord. At night, after I finished my praise and worship, I told the Lord that the face mask I made was beautiful, and it is because He's the one who gave skills in my hands. Also, I told him that he will help us to have a company that will order us. In the following morning, one of the staff of a security agency near our house ordered us for all their security guards and their office staff. Through those orders, the Lord provided us money. I remember for almost 5 years, we only buy our food supplies on a daily or every other day basis, but now we were able to buy our food supplies for 1 to 2 weeks. We didn't run out of food, and also I never spent any single centavos from my wallet or in my bank account to spend for our needs in this time of lockdown. The Lord provided everything. We are not lacking of anything until now. The Lord also did miracles. We also found a bag of groceries in front of our gate. The Lord protect me from this time of pandemic just as how He showed me in dreams. This I testify to give the glory and honor to the Lord.
Brothers and sisters, may the Lord bless you. I want to testify to give the glory and honor to the Lord and to show the support that the Lord gives to His servant, Sister Maria Luisa. The Lord told me in prophecy that He's going to provide with everything we need, that He's going to increase my salary, that He's going to promote me in my work, and that He's going to place grace in my face before my bosses. By January, my company decided to increase my salary. So when the increase got effective, the pandemic began. When the pandemic began, my bosses informed me that worldwide the company has furloughed many employees. 80% of the employees were furloughed. And I was feeling privileged to continue working. And then here in my country, we have a team of 25 people. And then 2 weeks after that, my boss calls me in a state of shock, and he tells me that if I heard the news, and I said no. He said that the directors worldwide decided to lay off all of our team except him and me. I want to clarify that I am the only one who is an entry level. My boss and everybody else staying in the company are in the managers and directors level. So I was surprised, and then he told me that those who stay, including me, are going to get a 60% cut in their salaries until this crisis finishes. And I was okay with that. I said I was happy because I'm going to keep my job. But then to my surprise and seeing the promises fulfilled of the Lord, the person in HR informed me that my salary was not going to be cut, that I'm going to receive my full salary, including the increase of my salary. And on top of that, since the Lord promised also through Sister Maria Luisa in the teachings that He's going to prosper us, to my surprise, we've been receiving many presents from people. They have been giving us gifts, and the Lord has been provided with everything we need, and even those little cravings that my wife or my daughter have, the Lord has given us everything. So I want to testify this to give the glory and honor to the